I don't know whether this is the best World Cup so far. I don't know whether this is the greatest World Cup so far. But one thing is for sure. This is hands down the best group stage of any World Cup that we've seen. That isn't up for debate. This is the best group stage that we've ever seen. If a match represented the word bittersweet, it would be this game. It's where like this was eventful, but in sort of weird ways. It was sort of eventful in a kind of weird, strange way because so let me get this straight. 12 years on from Gyan's missed penalty. Ghana gets a penalty. Andre Ayew gets paid. He receives a brown envelope. He has his island. He then passes the ball so the keeper can save it. Then the guy who Ghana hates, who had the handball 12 years ago, he now produces 2 assists that lead to Uruguay going up 2-0. So Uruguay are now going through, and it's like, man, Ghana, you got punked. But then in the other game, South Korea scored to make it, South Korea are 1-0 down, 1-1. In injury time, they make it 2-1. Son produces an amazing freaking assist. So then Uruguay have to now score another goal because they would now lose because South Korea would have scored more goals than them. So, and on top of that, and I said this during the game, I said, I think is it Diego Carlos or something? Should he be taken off Cannibal? Should he be? Because I thought, okay, maybe it's because of Leafy, but like, and my thing, I said, I didn't even think about the whole, or what if South Korea score again? My thinking was, it's only 2-0. If Ghana score, make it 2-1, it's game on. Keep him on until you score a third. Like, if you score a third, cool. But at 2-0, the game's still alive. I didn't even think about, wait a minute, forget about the game still being alive because Ghana were never going to come back into it. I was like, what if South Korea get a second? What if they get a second? So you need to keep him on that pitch until you are fully sure that we get a third, even if a fourth. So that was a complete break for the manager. Ghana, Ghana, you're my cousins, you're my friends. Shout out to I'm going to have to now speak to some of my Ghanaian amigos because I can't wait to see what of my guys say. Shout out to your boy Sheriff, my Ghanaian brother, man. Because I just want to ask my Ghana friends is that, guys, this is one of the biggest choke jobs I can remember. I can remember of a bigger choke job than what Ghana just did. You had a penalty yet again, and you miss it. And the guy who you put as a villain, you allow him to put 2 assists to make you lose 2-0. Because if Ghana drew this game, they'd have been through. Well, yes. No. Ghana would have been through because Ghana would have scored more goals. Because Ghana scored, yes, Ghana would have gone through. I think. But I'm not sure. I think they would have because they would have 4 points. But would they have had the same goal difference as South Korea? I don't know. I need to check that. But my thing is that you messed up. Ghana messed up, and I think like Ghana, you only have the sons to blame. But that's why it's bittersweet for Ghana. The only shred of goodness is we saw the cannibal cry. We saw Josh cry. So that's all Ghana can say that, okay, like, I know we messed up and everything, but at least we didn't concede a third, and we saw Jaws, the cannibal crying because of how Uruguay messed up. But if you're Uruguay, you have to induct the manager. You have to induct because you're like, why did he take off all of these guys you took off the goal scorer, you took off Cannibal when it was only 2-0 up. If they'd been there, you could have scored a third or a fourth, and Uruguay had so many chances. But for South Korea, man, wow. Son has been insulted, he's been abused, he's been out of form. What has he done? But Son can at least hold his head. He can hold his head up high, unlike that clown, De Bruyne, because Son can say, for whatever it's worth, I provided because that's what you call it. Because I saw the assist. There were 4 or 5 guys around him, and he put it through the guys that he did it was a colo pass. He did a colo pass. That was a huge clutch pass, and now they have a date with most likely Brazil, man. This World Cup has peaked, or has it? Let's see, because the knockouts could be boring, but this group stage has to go down in history as the greatest group stage in any World Cup that I've ever seen, man. Hit that subscribe button over there, and guys, join us tonight as we will review the madness of this World Cup so far. Football lives.